studio, not in a dining room next to a kitchen.
Hi! Welcome to the Elements of Improv. I'm Andy.
I'm Karen.
And this is our listless lava lamp for some reason.
Watch it. It's like breathing.
Yes.
So watch the video at least a couple times so you could watch us and listen and then watch this.
And we are Defiant Monkey Improv, bringing you a series of short videos on the different elements of improv. Today we're going to be starting our talk about status.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes, that sounds wonderful, sir.
Yes, it is.
Of course it is. I told you it should be.
Sorry.
Idiot.
Yes. Oh. Status is a tool. Status is a character tool. That you can use to create more vibrant characters and drive stories with them. Some of the things you need to know with status.
Well, when you figure out who your protagonist is in your story, which one of you is the main character, the other improvisers, presuming you have more than one, or if you're just the one and pretending to be other improvisers, how are they related to your protagonist status-wise? Because this could help you create a story around it.
Karen, now's a good time to perhaps give a brief explanation of what we mean by status.
Status? Status is your level... I don't know. How do you describe status? What a thing. Okay, let me try again. Status is your level in the hierarchy of society. Does that help because I used bigger words?
Sure.
Andy, why don't you tell us what status is? I told ya. How do you describe it? There's high status, a bunch of middling status, and low status. And high status would be like the king. Low would be like a serf.
But not necessarily, because you can have a low status king.
Yes, you could.
Oh, and we'll be talking about that in just a moment.
Your level of influence, your amount of respect, your power in a scene is your status. And like Andy said, it is not necessarily guided by your job, although that's how usually people picture it.
And status is really discussed in terms of the relationship to others. For example, we like to talk about using the example of a doctor. And we'll ask a class, okay, who has a lower status than a doctor? Karen.
A patient.
Karen.
A nurse.
Karen.
A janitor.
Karen.
The guy who works at McDonald's.
Karen.
His baby.
Yeah, that's good. Now, you might think, wow, a doctor's high status. In relation to those other characters, could be. However, who might have higher status than the doctor?
Higher status than the doctor? Well, there'd be nobody. Wait a second. Maybe the hospital administrators?
Okay. And?
The malpractice attorney?
Oh, and?
The patient who's now suing for malpractice?
Exactly.
His wife?
Yeah.
Her mother?
Ooh. So.
Their cat?
Okay. Status is generally talked about in relation to the status of other characters. In fact, we will be doing our next video as an improvised video, giving you exercises on status and status switching. Yeah.
Yes, which is actually how we got a really good example of something that you should think about. Not only thinking about status, and like if you think of a king is high status. However, king is a high position, but what is the status? Because you could have a low status person in a high position. We ran some of the exercises that we're going to tell you about next time. Teaser, make you watch more than one video. And we had a high status position, which is general, but we said you have low status.
It was great. It was during a class, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And our friend Tim, who had never really done improv before. He was a reporter and came to our class. He was the general, and we gave him low status, and he was awesome. He was giving orders, but then, oh, no. If you want to, it's okay.
He accidentally disemboweled somebody.
Yeah, I felt really bad about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was great.
So play with status in order to find character and scene, because and scene because a lot of plots, a lot of stories are based on status switches.
Yes, there's a really good example. If you've ever seen Book of Mormon, if you haven't, mild spoilers here, but there's two elders, Elder Price and Elder Cunningham. They're teamed together to go to Uganda.
They went somewhere where he didn't want to go. Elder Price started with very high status.
Oh yeah, he was so sure he was going to be the best Mormon ever.
And Elder Cunningham had very low status. He
always messed up.
Yeah. And they switch.
Yeah, by the end of the show, Elder Cunningham's the one who essentially saves the day inadvertently.
Elder Price got reamed in the butt.
He got a comeuppance.
Oh man.
Yep.
I meant that literally. I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Oh.
We don't have to include
see it again.
We don't include this part. But in a lot of shows and books, people going low status to high, people coming high status to low. They switch.
Yeah. Some of the pitfalls of status. Oh, sorry. What?
No, that's it. Go ahead. Do it again.
Some of the pitfalls of status
are when people refuse to change status, whether they need to be a certain status to help the protagonist. So that's the person the story is about, and they need somebody who's low status, and there's somebody else who just refuses to do it, or somebody refuses to change. You're acting.
Yeah, it's kind of like people who refuse to die on stage. It's like you're dying as the character. Here, you're changing status as the character. There are some actors who either feel uncomfortable playing a high status character, or who refuse to play a low status character. Like it's some reflection on them.
Yes.
I don't know.
So that's the other thing. If you find yourself always playing the same kind of character, the same status character.
Yeah.
So no matter what job you have, no matter what you are in the scene, you're always ending up bossing everybody around. Try to notice, or if you're always subservient, try to notice and switch up.
Now remember, in our next video, we will be giving you some exercises in order to practice status switches, changes, and such.
But until then, you can at least think about it.
Yes. Thank you for watching. I'm Andy.
I'm Karen.
We're Defiant Monkey Improv. If you would like to support us, we would appreciate that. We will have our Venmo link right here. We'll also have a link for PayPal down in the description. You can also support us by picking up a copy of our book, The 5 Elements of Improv, how to take your improv to the next level. It's chock full of stuff that will help you take your improv to the next level. If you can't support us, that's fine. We do this just for you. So enjoy it. And like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Woo!
You stopped watching anyway. Who are we kidding?
Oh.
I always skip the ends of these things.
Oh, I feel so low status.
We gotta give something at the end.
Do we?
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. Something that would force them to watch through all the stuff, all the gimmies. Oh, well, wait a second. Maybe we'll just show a quick clip of what this looks like actually bubbling.
All right. Look for it after the end credit, which is really just our logo.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and happy improvising.